My name's Johannah Herr. I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and all of my work conceptually deals with state-sanctioned violence, but aesthetically uses sparkly, bright colors, kind of maximalist aesthetic as a strategy for seduction. So you have something that comes in a really beautiful package, but is actually really dark and violent. I like looking at this kind of stuff because I feel like this is like the consumer grade dazzle bullshit. And I want to be like, oh, like how do I print on, like what is that material? How do I print on that? Can I get it fabricated? Like I don't know. There's something like really interesting about these sort of things for me. This was my thesis piece in grad school. You have predator drones, you have drone operators, victims of US airstrikes from drones, first-person shooter video games set in the Middle East, cat memes, and candy. And thinking about how we view images of trauma on the internet and the kind of lack of hierarchy that you have in platforms like YouTube, where if you're looking at cat videos and then you end up seeing drone footage, you have them sort of placed in the same screen landscape. I wanted to put the cats on as a kind of decoy to think about how we're distracting ourselves from all these sort of wars abroad, but yet actually the cats are what people gravitate towards, so it actually like worked too well because people would be like, oh, cats, I love cats, and like completely ignore like all of the rest of the violence that's in it. There you go. So now we have the signature is obliterated. This is the very end of the document. It says the authority granted by law to an executive department or agency or the head thereof relating to budgetary, administrative, or legislative proposals. This order is not intended to and does not create any right or benefit, substantive or procedural, enforcement at law or in equity by any part against the United States, its departments, agencies, or entities, its officers, employees, agents, or any other person. I felt like of all of these sort of words, proposals, and then thinking about the word, where is it, equity? I was like, okay, can we do like proposals to create equity? So now you basically obliterate the 90% of the text and you just have proposals to create equity. I think it is a sort of hopeful congealing of that text. What I did here is I just wanted to make sure that all of the kind of colors and different textures were balanced on all of these and thinking about them as a sort of collective whole of these 5 pages of the document. I knew what types of vinyls I had to work with and I just kind of took screenshots. So like this one, even though it's gray, it's going to be iridescent silver. This is this sort of plaid holographic black, and like this plain black is actually a rainbow oil slick black. So just like approximations for the colors to balance it out. The government is so far removed from our everyday experiences that it just seems like this hopeless void that you're screaming into. And I think the redaction poems have a moment of agency in this massive machine that feels hopeless so much of the time. I had been seeing all of these executive orders, especially for the past 2 years. So you have the Muslim ban, you have trying to build a wall, all of these kind of things. And I thought, wouldn't it be a cathartic experience to obliterate this text and have it be this sort of colorful, joyful, sort of scribbling out of all of this violent language that's coded in bureaucracy.